Hi, my name's Crystal and I'm from Shannon Chris, and today I'm coming at you with a hair review from comingby.com. So let's get straight into it. So this hair is from comingby.com, and I've suffered from hair loss, so as soon as I hear of anything a bit new and a bit different that allows me to style my hair in a versatile way, I'm all on it. So when I heard about the 360 frontals, I thought, let me give it a try, because it allows you to wear your hair up and down because of the lace all around the perimeter. So comingby.com, it's a company based in China, and the customer service, first of all, was amazing. They were very prompt, they answered my questions, and the delivery was on time. So what have I got? I've got a 360-degree frontal, and with this one, basically, as I said, there's lace all around the perimeter. The frontal is 14 inches, and I also got 2 bundles of the yaki textured hair to put the tracks and, you know, to go in the middle. And with this, it came in a colour 1B supposedly, but when it came, it was a little bit brown. It had that sort of natural colour, they call it, which I think looks really a little bit unrealistic. So I'm not a fan of the colour, but that's fine, because obviously once you do your thing to it, you can transform it. So it came in a great box, and it had a wig cap in there and instructions. I should post a picture actually. And it was, delivery, as I said, was very quick and very easy. So what I did, 360, it came pre-plucked, which is amazing, because that means the hairline, it's minimal work on it. I'll get a bit closer and I'll tell you what I did anyway. Even though the 360 came pre-plucked, it's still a bit thick, and to tell the truth, it still is a bit thick, so I want to actually do more work on it to make sure it's a bit flatter. So I probably will go in and pluck it a bit more, but I didn't want to over pluck it, and I wanted to really just wear it and see how I felt with it. I did try and bleach the knots. Now, the knots come with it semi-bleached, that's what the factory says. But I wanted to have that completely flawless look that you see on Instagram. So I did go in and try and bleach it. Well, tell a lie, I actually went to the hairdresser to try and bleach it, because I bleached my other piece to practice and it came out a hot miggity mess. So this is the end, this is the bottom of it, but for some reason the top bit that I tried to practice on, it went like some weird sea monster swamp thing, but another video will come and tell you about that. So I didn't trust myself with the bleaching. I went to a hairdresser and she actually bleached it, and it came out relatively okay, and I tried to err on the side of caution. I didn't want to get blonde roots, so I told her, you know, just bleach it lightly, which she did, which was great. So that was done. The other thing that I did is I coloured it. So now normally you are supposed to colour it before you bleach it, but I don't live by the rules. So I did actually colour it colour 1, and I don't really like jet black, but as long as it's sort of like a 1B colour, which it now is, so that's great. It took to colour really well. The bleaching I had a little bit of issue with, and you know, some knots didn't bleach, but then I did another process, which I'll also tell you about in a separate video. Now, application. With this one, I like to take my pieces off at night, so I'll apply it and then I'll take it off before bed. So in order to do that, I use that same old tired, tried and tested, got to be glued. I find it is really good, and it is quite strong in terms of the hold, but sometimes if you go to a rave, you're dancing, by the end of the night, it might slip away a bit, so I sometimes put a little bit in a clear plastic bag, so if I need to touch up during the night, I can do. So it's got to be glued, but I've got it on at the moment. Let's go in and have a look. Oh, let you have a look at this side. Now what I wanted to do is I didn't want to put it with all the baby hair, because that sort of, it sort of covers up the mistakes. I wanted to apply it and do minimal baby hair so you can sort of see how it looks around the perimeter, because what I do hate is when you go online, you see these YouTube reviews and it looks absolutely flawless, even close up, and you're like, wait there, I'm trying and it doesn't look like this. Well, it's never going to look absolutely perfect, but, you know, because it's a wig, but you can sort of get close. So with this one, I wanted to make it as obvious as possible without covering up the front with baby hairs. So let's just go in now so you can see. It's not bad. I'm going to point out the lace. so that you can see. Yeah, so the lace is just there. So normally when you put your baby hairs, you might have the baby hairs that will cover the lace a little bit more than this done. But because I wanted to try and bring it back to really show you, what I will do is go in a bit further and actually still pluck. So it goes back even further because it still is a bit bulky here. So it could get away with actually being plucked a bit more. And then this side. So I'm just using my fingers and just releasing it a little bit. Okay, so you can see this side is actually hardly plucked at all. I also wanted to show you guys the difference between one side that's plucked. Oh, look, see, you see where I'm lifting up there? That's where it was glued, but at least you can see. Just press that back down. Yeah. But yeah, so this side is more plucked. This side is less plucked. So I'm gonna go in and make it more like that side a bit more. What else? I also, for this one, I also put the scar away. Now, what I hate is grid lines. I hate when your lace wig, you can see the grid lines, and so I wanted to get rid of that as much as possible. So what I did is I did the scar away tactic, and I find it actually is very, very good. I'm not sure if you can see that, but the grid lines have virtually disappeared. Now, what I do is I put the scar away up to about here. So this bit here is the lace, which is why you can see a little bit of the demarcation. Oh no, lace finishes there, scar away finishes there. That's it. So lace finishes there, scar away there. So in between there, you can see a little bit more action. But it's not bad. Considering it's not bad. But I will do a separate video about how I do the whole process from start to finish as well, so you can see. The other thing is it's versatile, as I said, because it is a 360, you can wear it up and you can wear it down. I've not taped it or glued it down at the back, so I'm not sure how much you can actually see, but it is able to be worn up. But the other thing is I've not attached these tracks, I've only pinned them in. So when I actually do the whole look, it will actually be sewn in. But that's how I normally wear it on a day-to-day. I don't sew it in because I take it out at night, so I pin it in. If I wanted to have it overnight and have it for a week or whatever, then I'd sew it in and apply it properly. And then in terms of, as I said, customer service, really good with comingby.com, very patient, answer all the questions, the refund policy is really clear. So I've got no problems with them. What's the downside? The only downside I'd say is the lace is the lace was slightly, in terms of my colour, the lace was perfect for me, but if you're of dark skin tone or you're lighter, you might have to sort of experiment to find out the shade that's perfect for you. So that's the only thing that, you know, you might have to be aware of when you're making your order. The size is good. Now I've got a big head, I'm talking about big head, but luckily this was fine. It's got the adjustable straps in the back. It did have a couple of combs at the front, but not too much in the side to mess up and interfere with the flatness. So that was fine. I'm the type of person where I cannot wear snapbacks or them type of hats because you know that poppy bit at the back has to be open because my head is so big, and then you add the weave or a wig and no, get out of town. But luckily this actually fits. It's very comfortable, very secure, and yeah. So overall, I'd say it's a really good piece in terms of the cost per unit. Also, I like the yaki. The key thing with yaki is I like the fact that it can mimic Afro textured hair. Now with this one, just to let you know, I did actually straighten it. So when it came, yaki texture was a lot more poofy, and I do love that. I love poofy, I love poof. But obviously for the purpose of today, a lot of people don't like it poofier, so I just sort of straightened it a little bit. So that's about it. Let me know what you think. As I said, more videos to come because I know a lot of women are affected by hair loss and they need other options. This is great, but obviously it's not a long-term measure and you have to take care of the hair underneath. Otherwise, you know, you're going to be reliant on these things, which you don't really want to be. But for a nice little period of a little break, switch it up, protective style, so they say, a 360 is great. The only thing is as well, just make sure that you don't harm your real edges. Now, unluckily, I have got a very big forehead. You can call it five head. But because of that, I can actually glue it down underneath my hairline, and it will still look, it won't still, you know, it won't look too bad. Whereas some people, they might actually have quite a low hairline, so they'll struggle. And that's the key thing as well, I think, about making it look realistic. It can't be too low. So I really wanted to show you as well the length that it came in. So just so you can see, now I'm a 5'8" kind of girl. It comes to just around the boob edge section. So it's nice and long enough to do what you need it to do. And forgot to say, makeup by Shan. Shan does the beat down, does the beat down. As I found, I've got older, the skin changes. You can't really wear those cheap foundations, cheap makeup and get that same look. Chantel can work miracles with great products. So yeah, sometimes it's also good to invest in your products if your skills aren't on point or you haven't got your own Chantel. So, hi. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments. And I don't know about the subscribe thing. You know, don't know if I'll be making that much to actually subscribe to. But if you feel to, do so. And then, yeah, get a notification when we tell you more things about more new products. So, have a great day. This is Chris from Shan and Chris, signing out.